I regret lying to the guy I've been dating. I'm such an idiot. Hello, True Story. I found your channel in October. Then I only listened to one video. Someone posted your story on an online forum. I found it because I was trying to find successful tactics to get my boyfriend back. Sort of boyfriend. We dated for exactly 2 months. We made things official on our 8th date, which was about 5 weeks of knowing each other. Things were moving very fast, but this was the sweetest man I've ever met in my entire life. Before meeting him, I didn't actually take dating seriously. I would just date someone until we got tired of each other, then moved on to the next guy that was hounding me. This guy, Maximus is his name. I call him Maxie. He is spectacular. I figured something had to be wrong with him. No man is this perfect. He already owned a home and is a successful telecommunications installer. Learning about him every day was amazing. He was great with money. He just seemed too good to be true, too perfect. By the way, we met at Tropical Smoothie. He approached me and he was so tall and confident, I loved it. After date, I just couldn't believe it. No way I found someone I'd totally marry. Not in this society. I talked to my girlfriends and we all agreed that I should keep my options open and date others just in case he plays me. So I did just that. When Maxie was asking me if I was seeing or talking to anyone else, I said no. I was totally lying. In fact, I just started being intimate with one other guy I was dating, and I made Maxie wait. But one night, together with Maxie, I couldn't resist. He said the sweetest things to me. He called it a haiku and read it to me and told me what it meant. When he explained it to me, my heart melted right there, and we ended up doing it at his place. It was phenomenal. No way this guy was this perfect. Maybe he has kids and is married. I kept telling myself that. That night he was asking me to be his girlfriend, and he specifically said monogamous relationship. I shook my head yes and kissed him. But I was lying. I was seeing 2 other people, and the other one I liked, who I had intimacy with, he was good as well. Just not put together totally like Maxie. I continued to talk with Maxie every day. I started calling him Maxie. Initially, I was calling him by his full name, Maximus. He loves Maxie. We talked about our future and what we wanted. But when the other guy, who would call no matter how much I tried to pull away, he'd try harder, I'd give in. Here's the thing. Maxie lived 45 minutes away from me, where this other guy lived only 10 minutes from me. It was very convenient when I wanted some, whereas Maxie and I only did it once a week. I do have needs. I kept telling myself that Maxie probably has someone closer to him as well and does the same thing I'm doing. It made things okay. So about 2 months in, I was at Maxie's house and we had just had an amazing night. We went to the bar, drank a bit, had food, and went back to his place and played a dating game, a card game, just asking questions, some a bit risky, and that led to us hooking up. While I had my head on his chest, my phone kept ringing. I thought he was asleep, so I didn't think to hide the screen from Maxie. He said, "Who is Brad and why is he sending you naked pictures in a bathroom?" I tried to lie and say it was my ex harassing me. Maxie looked at me and he just knew. He knew I was lying. He was asking, "Who is Brad? Are you seeing someone else?" I couldn't lie to him, not to his face. I said yes, because I wasn't sure about us. He was asking when is the last time I slept with Brad. I stuttered and stumbled. Maxie said, "Honesty will help me get over this. Just tell me the truth and we can move on." I told Maxie, yesterday, but it didn't mean anything. He got out of bed and threw my clothes at me and told me to leave. I was crying all night. I missed him so much just that night. I will never find anyone like him again. What the heck have I done? Why would I do this? For a week after that night, I had some hope. I sent a text to the other guy telling him we were a mistake and I was in love with another man, Maxie. The guy just said okay and left it at that. I sent the screenshot to Maxie begging him to forgive me, and technically we weren't into building our foundation just yet, but I told him I'd never do anything like this again. I told him that I loved him. When he was asking me if I really meant that, me loving him, I called and told him, yes, I'm in love with you. I told him how I was afraid to lose him, and if he gave me another chance, I'd prove it. I called off work that next day, as he was already off a couple days. And I catered to him for that entire day. I did everything. Cooked 3 different meals that day. Cleaned his home. We made love. I honestly wanted him to get me pregnant, but he refused to do anything unprotected. That day felt great. I thought there was hope. Every day that week, the text messaging and communication in general dwindled. I begged and begged until I was exhausted, and it didn't work. He ultimately told me trust is everything to him, and he could never trust me again. We shouldn't sleep together again, and we should just go our separate ways. I had flowers delivered to his home. Nothing worked. He ultimately blocked me. I knew when I tried calling. It hurt me so bad. I will never in a million years find that again. Everything was perfect, and I still managed to screw it up. It's all because of modern society. It's normal to date multiple people because everyone else is. Until you meet that unicorn and you're being like the rest of society, and it causes that unicorn to run away from you. I'm 27 years old. I know darn well I'll never meet another Maxie. I'll try again and again until I win him back. I truly made a mistake. True story. I'm pretty sure your following will laugh at me and call me names, just like my little brother's friends did. I got drunk around them with my sister and mom, and my youngest brothers, who's a senior in high school, was playing games with their friends in the living room. They all overheard me crying about losing Maxie. All of them, including my little brothers, thought it was funny. All of them think they are some master guru who knows all about women. The things they said were silly. A woman can make a mistake and learn from it. I learned from my mistake. I met the man I was supposed to be with, and if I can't have him, then I'll intentionally remain single the rest of my life. I get with anyone else, then I'll just be settling. I've considered showing up at his church. Prior to him finding out about the other guy, he invited me to his church, but that following Sunday, I did not attend. I often wondered if that helped him make his decision not forgiving me. He told me he wanted someone who had some form of a relationship with God. He didn't judge me at all. We both drink, have premarital or whatnot, but he definitely is more disciplined than I am. I want to learn that from him. I want to be disciplined, like him. I want him to lead me. I would do anything to have him back. True story, if your followers let me know if this is a good idea as well. I wrote a letter for him, handwritten, not very long, but I want your followers to put themselves in Maxie's shoes and into this situation. If you received this letter and actually opened it and read it and realized it was from me, the woman who lied to you, what would you do? Here's what I wrote exactly. It's been so long since I've talked to you. Now when I come in the door from work, I feel lost. We would talk on the phone, remember? On the way home from work, and I'd get home before you and you'd let me go to get settled in and prepare dinner for myself. The night you discovered that I was lying to you, I noticed you didn't really want me to leave. You were fighting back tears telling me to go. Neither did I want to leave. I just wanted to run over and hug you and say that I'm never leaving you. And I regret it. I know if you'd felt my love that very night, we would have forgotten about all of this and moved on. When you invited me back over, I was so excited. But how you treated me that entire week, I felt used after that. I got angry, then sad, then angry again. Now I'm just sad all of the time. The biggest problem, I think, is this nasty world you spoke to me about, remember? How everyone is promiscuous and addicted to evil things? It would be easy to say, I'm sorry, but I know I've said that before. I want to tell you that I love you. I fell in love with you in the very beginning, but the devil has been working. Please allow me to be with you, be led by you, and to honor you. Yours forever, Muffin.